In the last video, we were able to read, as you see on the screen there. Now we want to proceed to the next order of business, which is to edit the customers. So in our clean architecture approach, the first order of business would be to go to our application in our core and to put the functionality that we need. So we'll go to the interface, iCustomer. But for us to be able to update, we need to be able to get customer and also update. So we'll have two functions that will dictate how this will be done. So the first one would be get me task customer get by ID. It could be now. So let's just also allow that. Then the actual next one would be to actually update the actual customer. So this would be the update operation. These two should be enough. Once you do this, then we have to go to our infrastructure and to implement how we intend to do those things. So go to our infrastructure project and go to the iCustomer repository. And when we're going to implement that interface. For the get by ID, we're going to say var customer. Var customer is equal to, we can await that. Say context dot the customers table, then we can say first or default async. And there we'll say, you could say C goes to C.id, which is equal to the ID that is coming from the function itself. Then we can return that customer. For the update, we write on the context and we'll say on the entry, which in this case is customer, you'll say on the customer, if the state has been modified and it is unmodified, then we want you to go ahead and save that. Fair and square. So await context of save changes. So save that. So we are done with our infrastructure. We are done with our application. The next thing is to go to our Blazor application and to bring in these things. So remember, we do have the customer card, this one, which has the name. So I want to add a button that allows us to navigate to edit. So we can create a div and just a class in case we want to style it. We can say the class is options. We can have many of options there. We can put edit, add, delete, and even view more. Then we'll say, give me an href, give me an anchor tag. And this anchor tag, I would like it to take me to something interesting. Because we want to edit, then we have to pass also the ID to that component. So we're going to bring in a little bit of string interpolation. So I will say, get me to edit, then there, get me to customer, send the customer.id. And I would like this to be a class that looks like a button, because it's a button. So btn, you can have btn warning and shadow none. Then we can write there to say edit. Let's see what we have so far. All right, there we have it. But I would like the edit to be somewhere there. And the good thing, we had put that customer card there as a class. So we can just write on that, bring in the style. So there, what I would like to do is make the display to be flex. So display flex. If I save that, does it change anything? Display flex, it comes there. And I would want to have the flex direction itself. So these are just C# classes in case you would want to explore more. Flex, it should be raw. And we can justify content as space between, and let's see what we get. So it should go to the end. Fair enough. If you click that, it will say 404 not found. Yes, because we haven't done that page. So we're able to navigate to that page. Now we need a component that will enable us to receive things from that page. So I'm going to create a page which will be routable, add eraser component, and this will be edit customer. Lo and behold, there we have it. And we'd like it to navigate to this page. So we'll say page, navigate to edit slash we're expecting an ID which is an integer, and we'll have a page title, and we'll call that edit customer. So this can go fine. When we load our page, we want to have the information of the thing we want to edit. So the first thing is we need to capture the parameter that comes with this ID on top there. So we need to have a parameter. This parameter would be a public int ID. So get set. What this will do is it will handle that. And we also need to have, since to edit you need an edit form, we need to also supply parameters from the form. So supply parameter, from form, and that would be a public customer, but we don't want it to be a new customer. I'll just make it nullable there, like so. And you will notice that the edit and the add forms are pretty much the same. So what I'll do is I'll just drop that, copy this, and I'm going to say, before we want to edit, we want to see if the customer is not null. So customer is not null. If it is not null, then we'd want to have that form. And in this form, we'll change this to, this could be edit. This would be edit customer. It's okay. Here it will be edit customer. Now we need to have also knowledge of the ID. So I'm going to add a hidden input of type ID, right? Okay, oh no, sorry, of type hidden. Then it will have a name, which is going to be, we just say customer.id. Then it will have a value, which would be, since it's a C# value.id, right? Then we can close it up on this input field. So this would be customer name, so name, email, phone, and back to customers, this could be update. So this form will now give us what we need to do that. But for us to edit, we want to bind these things to that form. So we need to say, when this form loads, so it means we have to override the on initialized async. So we're saying, as soon as we initialize this, we want this customer we've created here, and I'll use a now question operator. It should get you this functionality, which is what? Get by ID. So it means we need to inject in our application, we need to inject the I customer repository, as well as I'll just have to put the navigation manager because we have to navigate. So we'll say, when this happens, then call the customer repository dot get by ID. It gets the ID from our public thing there. But obviously we need to await that since it's async. So we're saying as soon as the page loads, right? Run this function, and if customer is null, then give it whatever is here. If the customer is not null, then do not do this again. So this customer is the one that is going to populate there. But we need to have the actual edit customer function, and this will be a private task edit customer and public task edit customer, and this has to be async, like so. So we're saying, okay, apologies. So what error are we getting? Cannot be the same public async task edit customer. Okay. So what public async, edit customer. Okay, I wonder what that could be. Let's just see what issue there is. Should be something. I'll check it later on. I think maybe it could be because of the customer in the mode. But okay, that is it. Then once that happens, we want to do that. And then let's try to run this and see. And if I click edit, then you'll see that if I go back to customers, if I click edit, it's going to bring that. And I can say, let's call edited. And if I update that, you'll see there it comes. If I put John Doe and put John Doe 2, and we are able to edit.